Hello and welcome. You're joining us once again from the India AI Impact Summit here in New Delhi at the Bharat Mandapam, and we're joined by Kunal Sood. He is the founder of Audacious AI. He's made the trip here from New York to come to this very special event in the Indian capital. Kunal, what more can you tell us about the event? Have you enjoyed it as the third day wraps up? What have you thought?
I think this is a very, audacious attempt at all inclusion in India, which is necessary. If you look around, you see people from all walks of life in India and around the world too. So I think I commend Prime Minister Modi ji around his vision for an audacious future for India in the age of AI. I would love to see more of a Sangha, like a satsang, which is more AI experts as well. That's the only thing I want to see here is like, where are the AI experts? Because it's like I come into the sea and it's an unbelievable inclusion, but then where do I go to learn about AI in India? And some of the expo halls have been really fascinating to me, how they've been laid out, especially the one with all of the military capability of India. And that's really been something that's inspired me. Because really when you look at AI, it starts with the military, right? A strategy in aviation or missiles, and then you see it in action, and I was very inspired by that.
And of course, it's referred to many other topics. You've got the likes of agriculture, the likes of health have been discussed. I mean, we're at the start of a revolution. People are liking to the internet. Some people are also explaining that it could be even bigger than that. The different areas that have been referred to, your health, your agriculture. What more can you tell us about how that can benefit the mass? We're living in a country of over 1.4 billion.
Yeah.
How is that going to come into practice in a country like India, if it is?
I definitely feel AI has the capability, because if you look at AI, it's like the holy trinity of fire, electricity, and water. Right? So if you harness it, of course, you can be burned by fire, you can be drowned by water, and electricity can, of course, electrocute you. And now AI is seeming like the trifecta of the three. So for me, I see it as an extraordinary opportunity for India to harness that trinity. Almost like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, right? And if you look at that, our culture has extraordinary ancient philosophy and tradition. And for me, personally speaking, I'd love to see us live out the four virtues of Seva, Sangha, Sadhana, and Swadharma, which is service, community, Sadhana is personal development, and finally your massive transformative purpose or your calling. And if we really go in that direction, I think it will benefit a lot of India. Meaning if we create something that's meant for India and built by India. So it's like for us and by us. And that's going to be the challenge, right? How do you democratize the idea of artificial intelligence so it doesn't sit amongst the elite, right? It doesn't just belong to the biggest companies in the world, but rather it's democratized to the poor man in the slums of Mumbai who can actually pick up a phone and start making a living versus having to eke out his daily wage to just get by. That, I feel, is going to be the greatest gift Modi ji, as well as, the AI Impact Summit can actually do for India. It's to really penetrate the bottom billion, that exist around the world, not just India. But that's going to be really something that we see as a gift of AI. If we can harness that utopian future, we'll go through a little bit of dystopia, but I have a feeling that ultimately we'll come out the other side having democratized this technology as something that helps humanity flourish.
Indeed, and of course, I mean, this event is full of bright colors and positivity and smiles, but there is those concerns going forward. Yes. The obvious ones, personal security, the use of the defense, as you'd said. Things could go wrong. Do you think that is correctly being addressed here?
I feel like India is doing a major part of its role to try and address it. I don't know if any country, including the United States or China, have an answer to that. Because you see, when you think about AI, it's a black box. Even the experts don't know. They're like, Pandora's out of the box. So they don't even know what's going to happen. They don't even think losing your job is the worst thing that's going to happen with AI. They're worried about what they've unleashed. Because ultimately, it's human intelligence in the form of Superman, right? Meaning you've literally you have super intelligence on steroids. And you don't know how to control that in society. So I feel like what's going to happen short term is we're going to have to look at the players that understand how to control AI. It's not AI itself that's going to be the danger, it's going to be the controllers of AI, the ones who actually control the force of AI. And the second thing that's going to happen is you're going to see AI actually shift into super intelligence, right, which we call AGI, super intelligence.
Yes.
That's the point at which I think leadership is going to matter the most. So I believe here and now we don't have a technology or a resource problem. We have a massive leadership crisis. And we have to address that at the beginning so that these things don't go out of hand. I'm all about a strong military. Because if we are going to fight an alien intelligence, that if it's on this planet or off, we will have to have some form of military. The thing that you're talking about is more important, which is we control what AI can take away from us, which is our sovereignty.
Yeah. And you speak of that leadership and that leadership making the right decisions. We're leading up to the pinnacle of the summit, the last 2 days in which world leaders are set to come and address the crowd and hopefully sign some official agreements. Over 100 countries are present here, delegations are. So what would you hope for? Do you think it's going to happen to conclude it?
So I'm very hopeful. Not only because Prime Minister Modi's vision is actually being signed by 100 different countries, but because India is a very disciplined nature country which really prides themselves on building and educating. And so AI is all about intelligence. And I feel like that's the one strength India has at its core. We're very intelligent by nature and also by discipline. You know, even if you're not intelligent, your parents will make sure that you're intelligent. So that's my hope for India, that we harness our intelligence to go from artificial to audacious intelligence to natural intelligence, right? So we unlock those realms of intelligence that haven't been unlocked. So that's one thing I'm very excited about for India. Now, the pact that's being signed by 100 countries, it sounds a lot like the United Nations. It's going to take a conceited effort of going beyond your signing that document to making it executable in a way that Steve Jobs said it best. An idea is an infectious disease that doesn't help anyone. It's that execution, it's that flawless, audacious, fearless execution that matters the most. And by the time you conceive of an idea to the point that it's executed, you've iterated at least 10,000 times, just like mastery, 10,000 hours. So I think that's what India has, that grit, that ability to actually execute and have the discipline and the foresight as well as the wherewithal to do it, to get it done. And that's what I'm excited about with the Indian populace, like the population of India, the minds of India. And, you know, we want to build AI for the world, not just for us. Democratize it for everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's a great pleasure to talk to you here on Newsx World. Pleasure. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome. I'm Thomas Porteous and you're watching Newsx World. We are continuing our coverage here at the AI Impact Summit in New Delhi. We are joined now by Taha Shahbadusha, a Bollywood actress. Thank you very much, Taha, for joining us here on Newsx World. Of course, we're here in Delhi at the AI Impact Summit, 200,000 people here in attendance. What have you thought of the event?
Energetic. You know, I've been around, I've been walking to Hall 1, to Hall 10, and I've only realized that we've got so much potential in this country, and it's blowing up. AI has opened up so much creative force all across India, and they're all here today for this whole week to spread their ideas, to get investments, to learn more about AI. And as people used to say, AI is the future, and it's not. It's actually AI is the present. AI is running the country, AI is running the world right now, so we're here not to miss out.
And what's certainly taken me back is the amount of young people that are here. A lot of youth, especially from here in India. The presence and the innovation from India's youth. What's that shown you over these past few days?
I've seen that they're really striving to break out, you know, from tier 2, tier 3 places in our country. They're all here. They're so focused on what they want to do. They are very intelligent. You know, I've seen these young boys in startups, and they've created some really incredible drones. I met one person who actually created AI for hardware, so he can actually put AI into this mic and AI into the camera. and it's something never been done before. And it's not something to be taken lightly, to be honest. With global leaders coming in today, tomorrow, I feel the youth of our country is really blowing up. And like I said, I even went to the AI Film Festival yesterday, and that was because like you said, I'm an actor, and I wanted to check out what exactly are they able to bring on screen. And to be honest, they're able to bring in really incredible stuff on screen, which can actually move you. And why I would say that is because when Walt Disney brought in Bambi, nobody believed that animation could actually move the audience, right? And everybody rejected the idea. But when Bambi came out, and when there was the first screening, everybody cried when the mom died, you know? And like that, AI is the future. AI is going to make so much difference in the cost of filmmaking, especially in sci-fis, especially in periodic films, a lot of action, you know, a lot of cost savings, so therefore we can reach a larger audience, utilize the money for distribution. So many benefits with AI.
Would you say, obviously you yourself are an actor, of course there's a lot of actors who are skeptical, and a lot of people in the film industry who are skeptical and concerned about the use of AI. Would you say you're a supporter of it if it's used in the correct way?
Like Modi said, it's all about ethical AI usage, and I completely understand people being skeptical. I think there's a little bit of skepticism in me too, but you cannot deny it. You cannot deny that AI is already here, and AI is going to take over whether you like it or not. It's like saying that, you know, people only want to see black and white, but when Technicolor came, everybody shifted, and it's just growth. We cannot say no to growth, and we cannot say no to something which is already entered all our veins. I you know, everybody over here, all the 2 lakh people over here, and everybody in India, I would say, would guarantee that they're not. None of them would not be having ChatGPT on their phone right now. Everybody's having conversation with ChatGPT. Everybody is learning, and they're learning fast.
Is there anything that you think AI should stay away from? Whether that would be in your film industry, or something else that you think AI shouldn't touch that is perfectly good how it is, and if AI does end up influencing it, we're going the wrong direction?
Well, I would definitely say deepfake is something that you should avoid. You know, impersonating other people and their voices, and basically trying to con people, you know, and AI can do it too, you know, so like we were talking about, it's all about ethical usage. So as far as my film industry is concerned, and something which is already great, I would have to say that like I heard, some people are going to bring back the faces or the voices of stars or singers who have passed away, and they're going to recreate it in newer songs, but using their faces and using their voices. And I believe that actually, what about us? What about the new people? You know, so I think that let the old be gold and let it be there. And let's use the youth of our country to create better and better content. And yeah.
Taha, thank you so much for taking the time. Great pleasure having you. Thank you. Well, that's all that we have time for here. Stay tuned on Newsx World as we continue to bring you all the coverage coming out of the AI Summit.